Dear students, now we are going to discuss about the story Going Places. It was written by Eva Barton. Let us discuss about the characters of the story Going Places. Sophie, a school-going teenager and the protagonist of the story. Janchi, a friend and a classmate of Sophie. Geoff, an elder brother of Sophie. Derek, a younger brother of Sophie. Janikasi, a young ice football player. Tom Finney, a great football player. United, name of football team. Father and mother of Sophie. Let us see the summary of this story. This story, Going Places, begins with a conversation between two teenage girls, Sophie and Jancy. Sophie lives in a world of imagination, whereas Jancy is totally opposite to her. Sophie imagines of owning a boutique. Boutique means small shop. Jancy feels that it requires a lot of money to open a small shop. Sophie replies that she will work as a manager, and when she will save enough money, she will open a boutique. Sophie changes her plan and decides to be a fashion icon like Mary Quant, who was a fashion designer. Johnsy is a realistic girl. She knows that in reality they are just workers at biscuit factory. On hearing Sophie's thoughts and ideas, she becomes sad. When they reach Sophie's street, Jancy tries to explain the reality of their life. For that, Sophie replies that she can also be an actress as it would earn her a lot of money. Sophie enters into her house and turns the door. Jancy is left alone in the rain. Sophie is still murmuring the same sentence that if she will get money, she will buy boutique. Someone in the house teaches her that if she ever has money, she should buy a good house for her family. Sophie's father's face was unclean with dirt and sweat. Her younger brother Derek said to his father that Sophie thought that money grows on the trees. He also felt that she was not realistic. Her mother was busy with her work in the kitchen. Sophie noticed her. It was turning dark and the house was full of steam and the kitchen was messed up with litter. Sophie felt uncomfortable, so she went up to her brother Geoff. Geoff, who was sitting in the next room with bent knees on the carpet, he was repairing some part of motorcycle. He was a trainee mechanic who had left his school 3 years ago. He had to travel long distances in search of work. Sophie was sometimes doubtful about his brother as he did not speak much about his life. Therefore, she always imagined about her way of life her brother led. She was so jealous of his silence. Sophie imagined about her brother's personal life. She thought that her brother never spoke about his, though she knew that her brother didn't have many friends. Sometimes she wished to she could become close to her brother so that he would take her out with him. She knew that her father would never allow her to do so. She imagined herself riding with a job. He wearing job, wearing a shiny black jacket, and she wearing beautiful yellow dress. And she dreamed of that people stood up to welcome her by up clapping when she rode with her brother. Her brother Geoff looked upset at the oily pot of motorcycle that he was handling. Sophie said that she met Danny Casey, a famous football player. Her brother suddenly looked at her and asked her where she met him. She said that she was in a gallery when she saw him. He didn't believe her, so she began her story that she was at Roy's boutique and was looking for some dresses. When somebody came and stood behind her, she turned and found him to be Danny Casey. Her brother asked her about his appearance. She told him that he had green colored gentle eyes and was not as tall as she thought him to be. While both brother and sister were in their conversation, their father entered the room. Geoff told him that Sophie had met Danny Casey. On hearing this, he turned towards Sophie. He looked at her mockingly because he couldn't believe her. The father then told them that he once knew a man who had known Tom Finney a long time ago. Tom Finney was a legendary footballer. Geoff agreed their father he had told this earlier. They were discussing football players. Father said that he thought that one day Cassie might become as good as Finney. Meanwhile, Sophie told them that Cassie was going to buy a new shop. Her father looked at her angrily and asked her as to from where did she got to know this. He doubted it to be one of her imagination. Her brother interrupted and said that she met him. Her father warned her that such things could lead her to trouble. She then tried to justify herself by saying that Geoff knew this and trusted her. Her father replied that he did not believe her, although he wanted to. Geoff's room was full of pictures of footballers. There was a picture of Casey also, who has been described as a young Irish man with exceptional qualities. Sophie told her brother another secret of her, but on a condition that he would not tell this to their father. She met Danny, asked for an autograph for little Derek, but as both of them did not have any pen or paper, he promised to give in the next meeting. Her brother did not believe this as he was doubtful of what she was saying. On Saturday, Sophie, her father, and two brothers went to see the football match of their favorite team, United. Team United won the match with a score of 2-0. The second goal was made by Cassie and he did it with such perfection. Everyone was happy. Sophie was so happy that she glowed and Geoff was so excited. Sophie's father went to the pub after the match and so she brought her brother Derek back home. Derek told his mother that this time Ireland would win the World Cup. Sophie was inquired by Jancy as to what was she telling everywhere. Sophie surprisingly asked her the reason for asking her this question. She then told her that her brother Geoff told Jancy's brother Frank that Sophie had met Danny Casey. Sophie got angry because she had never thought that her brother would disclose her secret. Sophie got angry with Geoff's behavior. Sophie explained to Jancy that this was her secret and she did not want to share it because then people would line up outside their house and ask about this. She then told her that she had met him and asked for an autograph but couldn't get it because of lack of pen and paper. Jancy promised her to keep her secret. After it was dark, Sophie went through a sheltered path along a waterway. It was far away from the noisy city. She used to play here as a child. She sat on a wooden bench which was under a long elm tree. According to her, it was the perfect place for lovers to meet. She sat there and started waiting for Cassie. She got lost in her imagination of Cassie coming to meet her. After a while, she realized that he was not coming and it was just her imagination. Many thoughts came to Sophie's mind. She waited for Danny, but he did not come to meet her. She felt a deep pain inside her. She thought that people did not believe her story. If Danny came, she could tell them that she was not lying. Again, she thought that it is not an easy thing to make everyone believe oneself. As so many thoughts were coming in her mind, she felt like many changes were taking place inside her. All this was very painful and she wanted to leave now. Sophie became sad. She felt it to be very tough to bear the burden that Danny did come to meet her. She had been waiting for him, though she knew that he would never come. She was also worried about how people would doubt her and disbelieve on what she said. So she is quite sad now. As she was walking back to her home, she saw her father's bicycle in front of the pub. She felt happy that she would not have to face her father on reaching home. While Sophie was returning to her home, she passed through Roy's boutique. She again imagined meeting Danny Casey. She again tried to initiate a talk with him by asking him if he was Danny Casey and also asked for an autograph. When she asked for an autograph, they both realized that none of them had a pen or paper. When Cassie left, she kept standing there, thinking of his sweet voice, green eyes, innocence, and his geniuses. Then her imagination took her to the football match she had watched with her family last Saturday. She imagined of Danny Cassie striking the goal in such a heroic way that she felt an explosion on the football ground. She felt so overjoyed with the winning of the United team and with her heroic performance of Danny Casey, her hero. This is the brief summary of this story going places. Dear children, I hope you all understand this story. Thank you.